Welcome, wrestling fans, to another episode of Brawl Till We Fall. But this is not no ordinary episode. No, this is special episode that is focused on AEW's Double or Nothing. Yes, the results are in. It was phenomenal. It was great, awesome. Again, I'll say this, and I've said it many times. AEW always delivers when it comes to their pay-per-views. I don't care what you say about their regular shows. I don't care what you say about AEW, period. The one thing that you can never count out is their pay-per-views. It's worth every dollar. Call Tony Khan whatever you want, do whatever you say, or say whatever you want to say, but he definitely pulls out all the stops in AEW's pay-per-views. And this one was no different. This, to me, one of the greatest 5-year anniversary of AEW's pay-per-views ever. There are things in this that I've never seen. And I'm going to give you the results of everything that took place and my opinions, of course, but definitely going to let you know what went down. If you didn't see it, you can go and see it now. Get it, because you will not be sorry. Again, from beginning to end, nothing but action. Well, I'm going to start off because on my last show, I said they may add these matches to the pre-show, and they did. So on the pre-show, we had Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa, and not going to get too much into depth into it. I will say that was a great match off. I would have preferred them being in a cage or something. But Deonna Purrazzo showed that she has the skills to defeat Thunder Rosa, and she did. So big ups to her. Another match that came before, and which knew it was going to happen because the Gates of Agony was upset about what happened with the Acclaimed. So the Acclaimed, along with Billy Gunn, versus Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony, and of course, my boys pulled it off, the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn. So they beat them without any leadership. And I say this many times, and it don't matter what wrestling promotion I'm talking about. Without leadership, you're gonna fall. And Brian Cage is no leader. He's a big dude, but I ain't gonna say nothing negative about the dude because I ain't trying to meet him in person. But anyway, at the end of the day, he's not the leader, and he shouldn't be trying to be a leader of something. Just be a wrestler, bro. Just be a wrestler. All right, it's time to get into the main show because there's a lot to talk about, and we're going to get into it. I'm so excited because this was hot. This was hot. I sat there, man. I ate almost a whole pack of Twizzlers watching this. This is awesome. All right, first matchup was the AEW International Championship. Roderick Strong with his kingdom versus Will Ospreay. Um, Man, this was a back and forth match. It got so, and here's the thing. Normally I talk about Don Callis, but he was out there with Will Ospreay on this one. He was on commentary and even came to the ring to give him some advice because he was trying to get Will to hit that move that almost put Daniel Bryanson out of commission. But Will Ospreay did not listen to him. He didn't hit him with the Tiger Driver, which is what it's called. But he did hit um he did hit him with a Stormbreaker. And guess what? Your new international champion, Will Ospreay. I said he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it because he is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And you can debate all day, but he's one of the great ones. And yes, he's in his prime and he's just starting, but I'm giving him that prop right now. He is one of the great ones. Now, there's more that's going to come behind him or with him. But right now, he's one of the great ones. I'll put him up against anybody in WWE, and that's including Cody Rhodes. And I guarantee you, if he don't become a victor, become the victor and victorious against them, they will know that they have been in a hell of a fight. And honestly, I don't even think Cody Rhodes got enough arsenal in his tank to even survive a match with a Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay got so many moves. He reminds me of Dean Malenko, the man with 1,000 holes, different moves that he can hit you with. That's Will Ospreay. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from my man because Roderick Strong put him through the test. Roderick Strong is a damn good wrestler, but he's more strength than he does wrestling moves. And he put Will Ospreay through a test. But Will Ospreay came out the victor and on top, showing once again his dominance. So, moving along, Will Ospreay, new international champion, and I don't think there's going to be anybody anytime soon that's going to take that title from him. I don't see it. Moving along, right after this match, Adam Cole decides to come out. As you know, he is the leader of the kingdom. That is with Roderick Strong and this little group. Um, so Adam Cole comes out to address the crowd and gets interrupted. Man, this right here was the first of many highlights of the night. You see the camera, you see the lights go off. Nice little presentation. And I want to welcome back, who's been gone for a while. Thanks to Adam, MJF. That's right, MJF made his return. No, he did not go over to WWE, and he talked about it. Yes, he said, listen, he don't need no Vince McMahon. He's MJF. He made himself. He's the popular one. They want him because they know as long as MJF stay over in AEW has a great chance of beating them in ratings because there's so many. I'm an MJF fan. Hell, I wear my scarf in the summertime. That's how much I'm an MJF fan. So that's what they don't want. All of these other competitors for AEW, all eyes are on AEW because of MJF. He is the one carrying this company right now. He is the leader. And now you got MJF. He's back with a vengeance. He's back with a vengeance. And he ain't letting up. And he said it. I'm not letting up. You want the dark side? I'm going to give you the dark side. He ain't trusting nobody thanks to Adam Copeland. Adam Cole. He's not trusting nobody. He's going full throttle devil. And everybody needs to be aware of what's about to happen. Because MJF, I believe, is going to be on a tyrant. And the locker room has been warned. And he's headed for that title. So Swerve, you my boy. And we're going to get to you in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to talk about Swerve because we're going to get there in a minute. All right. So, like I said, MJF is back. And that right there was one of the highlights of the night. It had me excited, screaming in the living room. All right. The Bang Bang Gang defends the gold, the Unified World Trios Championship against who? The Death Triangle. And I was waiting for this match because they kept messing with my boy Pop. And I kept warning them, don't do it. But here's the thing. I said this on my show when I did my predictions show. That my brother's on there. And I said something that came to fruition. I said, we don't know what these dudes may have up their sleeve. Yes, the Bang Bang Gang brought back Juice Robinson. Yes, he came back out of nowhere and helped them defeat the Death Triangle. Now, Death Triangle is only three. Now, they got friends, so we're going to see how this pans out. But if by Juice being involved is not going to be a trios championship because there's four of them. So I don't see them getting that opportunity anytime in the future. But let's see what happens. Let's see if somebody, which I doubt, because as you will find out towards the end of this program, who's going to be in charge or who's in charge right now, um, they're going to allow it to be fair and ban Juice Robinson from the ring or around the ring, I should say, during their next challenge for those trios titles or championships. So let's see what happens. Who got the balls? Who got the guts? Who's going to do it? I don't know. But to no avail, the Bang Bang Gang did win and they kept their titles. Which the prediction that I had, that's one down. Next, Tony Storm defends the gold against who? Serena Deeb, the professor. So this right here was a match that I knew was going to be hard hitting. And like I said in the last show, I really felt Serena Deeb's promo. I really thought that she was going to snap Tony Storm's ankle. But I also said that Tony Storm looked very serious, like she's not taking this lightly. So she wasn't taking it lightly. And in this match, you saw it. Tony Storm, she went back to her old school, her technical skills. She pulled out everything and she got the win. So she retains her title. That's right. Tony Storm is still the AEW Women's World Champion. All right. Former friends. They fight Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta. This right here was a back and forth, hard hitting match. But the one thing Trent Beretta forgets is that Orange Cassidy always prevails. He's sneaky. He's a sneaky dude. So Orange Cassidy got the win, and that's it. No more best friends. That's it. So I don't know what homeboy trying to do. What's his name? He came out there trying to keep trying to push them together, but it's not gonna happen. There's no more best friends. Trent Beretta walked away. He is not now. And I'm gonna say this though, I do like Trent Beretta's music. His music was hot. I like his interest music. So I look for him to do something great on the singles tip. He is an awesome wrestler. I give him that. You know, even though he lost to Orange Cassidy, he put Orange Cassidy through the test. And he did test his skills. And in fact, I thought he was going to pull it off. But to no avail. And that was actually one of my predictions. So that's two down for me. Well, three, because I also predicted that Serena Deeb would beat Tony Storm. So I got three down, but there's a few more matches to go. So let's move on. Chris Jericho defends the FTW title. Now, this was very interesting. The end of this was more interesting than I could have ever known. All right. So again, my predictions was that either Shibata or Hook would get that belt from Jericho. Because, and in this match, check it out. Hook did exactly what I said he would do. He is not afraid of Big Bill. We've seen him almost, I think, put him in a lock. Big Bill's a big dude, but Hook ain't afraid of you. And he showed that when he took Big Bill and flipped him on the apron. He is not afraid of Big Bill. So yeah, my thing is this. Um, I like the match. I like what Jericho did. He brought out something new I ain't never seen before. This is one of the first things that was brought out. Jericho had a bag of dice. I've never seen a bag of dice in the ring and introduced to a match. Never saw that. But again, like I said, Hook T-Bone Big Bill through a table, which is one of the highlights of this match. But here's the kicker. Here's what I'm surprised about. There was another man that came in the ring with a mask on that helped Jericho win this match. Now, I don't know if he's going to be a new member of the Learning Tree or not, but my boy, Brian Keith, why? Why, Brian? Why? I know you're a bounty hunter. Did they pay you? I don't know. But Brian Keith comes out and helps Jericho. And that's the question. Is he a new member of the Learning Tree or not? I don't know. But that ends that Jericho retains the FTW championship and he keeps on with the For the World shenanigans. All right. Next up, John Moxley faces Konosuke Takashita. And again, Don Callis is out there representing his boys, the Don Callis family. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There were times in this match where I just thought or knew that John Moxley was going to lose that belt. I take Takashita very lightly. This is a very dangerous man. He got the skills and he got the ability to really make things happen, which makes the Don Callis family really dangerous if you really look at it. But in this match, and honestly, Takashita would have won that. He would have won that belt if it wasn't for Don Callis getting involved, putting the chair in the ring. That's right. Don Callis pulled the same shenanigans as over in the other promotion that Dom did. And it's ironic that one is Dom and one is Don. Either one, they're both dum dums. And they caused a person to lose because they want to cheat and put a chair in the ring. And he didn't even need that. He might have beat Moxley without it. He was that close. But now, Don, I don't think I don't think your boy is going to say anything to you, but you know in your heart you caused him to lose. So Moxley's still the champion. He still got the belt, New Japan Wrestling Championship. Moving on, this match that I'm about to get into right now. This match had my heart stop. This right here was a match for the ages. And the end results puts another notch on my belt. Okay. Now, actually, it's two notches because I did predict that John Moxley would keep his belt. All right. So now moving on. This right here kicked off my night. All other matches was great. MJF coming out was awesome. But Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black for the TNT Championship was the damnedest match I've ever seen. Bob Wire steel cage match. It was so much blood. Their match was bloodier than the Chuck Taylor versus Trent Beretta fight. This match right here has surprises. Um, you- this right here was everything that I even could ever imagine in a crazy, just diabolical. Because these two dudes are crazy mentally. Out of the blue, because House of Black. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm just give you play by play what happened that led to what happened in the end. So your boy Malachi Black, you know he's a martial artist. He kicks Adam Copeland out of the cage, which left opening for the House of Black to show up, the other members of House of Black to show up, and to do some harm to my man Adam Copeland. In fact, they had him in the ring ready. They had him looking like the Messiah. They put the barbed wire around his head, on his chest. They were ready to dismantle this man. When all of a sudden, out of the ring, in the middle of the ring, climbs out none other than Gangrel. That's right. We wanted to see this reunion, and WWE never got it. But here we are at AEW. They delivered. And Gangrel came out and did his thing and took out the other members of the House of Black easily. He didn't take out the main dude, but he left that for Adam Copeland to get the spear and the win, and Adam retains his belt. But here's my question. Here's my question. And I said it before and I've said it all week. If Adam Copeland gets this win, does that mean that he is the new leader of the House of Black? Because he beat all y'all. He beat every member. No matter if you say that Gangrel came and helped him, he was already in that winning era. He punished, he punished Malachi Black. He beat the hell out of Malachi Black. The things he did to Malachi Black should have led him out in an ambulance. He even first blood was drawn by who? Adam Copeland. Yes, y'all should just join forces and call it the House of Blood or something and just come together because y'all so sick and just diabolical that nobody gonna mess with y'all. But Adam beat all y'all. He should be the new leader. That's just my opinion. And something else I wanted to bring reference to in this match. Um even though uh Gangrel came out or what have you, um Adam Adam Copeland um he made Malachi Black pass out. Yes. He made him bleed so much that he passed out. But I'm not even gonna get into all of that. I'm gonna just say that I love his music, his entrance theme song, the way he came in. He took it back to the Brood. So giving Adam Copeland all the props on that match. He did his thing. All right, moving on. Um, so we have the TBS Championship. Now we're getting into the three main events of the evening. Willow Nightingale with Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné. I'm gonna be honest with you. This was another match where I didn't expect the end results. Again, AEW pulled out another one because you got to understand unpredictability is what I say all the time when it comes to AEW. You can't really predict what's going to be the end results. Some of the matches, yeah, I predicted, but this I didn't predict. Now I will say I did predict that Monet would win, and she did. She won, but to no avail. I give props to Willow. Willow took it to her. In fact, some parts of the match I thought she was going to pull it off. But here's the sneaky part about this. This is what got me. She had Monet Penn. If it wasn't for Statlander and Stokely, she would have pulled that off. And at first, I thought it was just a mistake or what have you. But after the match is where it gets tricky. It looked like Statlander and Hathaway was, yeah, Hathaway was having a fight. And it looked like Statlander was defending Willow. That's what it looked like. But to no avail, outside of the ring, after she pushes Willow out there and she's looked like she's consoling her and everything after her big loss to Monet, who is now the new TBS champion. Um, she kicks her in the face. Yes. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Excuse me. She did not kick her in the face. She hit her with a discus clothesline. So I'm like, that right there is a disrespect. You're supposed to be her best friend. And then you're going to turn on her? Was there jealousy all along? Envious that you weren't in that match? You didn't have the belt or the title? Or is this a Stokely Hathaway type of thing? What's going on here? Either way, Hathaway was smiling. Everybody was happy about this, but I wasn't, which only proves my point that Willow is now a face. And that means that Monet may or may not have to be a heel because the crowd cheered regardless. It was like a half and half. Some people cheered, some people booed. I don't know. Let's see where they take this. But to no avail, the CEO is the new champ. She's the new TBS champ. All right, let's move on. AEW World Championship, Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana versus Christian Cage with the patriarchy. Now, I said it, I thought that Swerve would at least have a new group of individuals to back him up. But unfortunately, he didn't, and he did it on his own. And I give him much props for this. Much props. He went out there on his own. I mean, he had Prince Nana with him. Prince Nana was out there to big him up, and he was in his corner, and he stays in his corner. And I like that. I like the loyalty of Prince Nana. That's what's up. And I'm pretty sure they'll put together another crew sometime soon. But it's probably hard to trust, sort of like the MJF thing, where you really don't know who to trust. So I get that. But to no avail. Through all the shenanigans that happened, I mean, there was some things like Nick Wayne, who dropped him with a cutter on the floor. There was a whole lot of things that happened, but still, the champion, the AEW World Champion of all, Swerve Strickland, is still the man. Now, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm happy that he beat Christian, but we all know that Christian Cage, as great of a wrestler as he is, he's not as great as he is without a faction. And we know that. So his faction wasn't no faction to Swerve Strickland, who took out his own faction. So at the end, we knew Swerve was the man, and he's still a man. And I give him all his props. And he has carried the whole AEW on the absence of MJF. So seeing both of them, MJF, because he's coming for his belt. He's coming for that belt. MJF versus Swerve. I don't even know who I'm going to pick on that. But I can't wait till that happens. So, like I said, AEW is on a roll right now. Things about to pick up real quickly. So, we're going for that ride. Now, let's get to the final match of the evening. The third and final main event of the evening. I'm going to say like this. This right here, this is the reason why I said it's the damnedest pay-per-view I've ever seen. Team AEW versus the Elite. Anarchy in the arena. This wasn't just anarchy in the arena. This was anarchy backstage. This was anarchy in the audience. This was anarchy everywhere. This right here was crazy. Crazy. This right here was the craziest damn thing I've ever seen. I've never seen such craziness. If you, like I said, I don't care if you don't like any of the other matches that I mentioned. I don't care if you don't even like any of the people that I mentioned. I don't care if you don't know who they are. This match, I would get the pay-per-view just for Anarchy in the Arena. If you want to see crazy, chaotic, just stuff that you ain't never seen, I would pay my money just for Anarchy in the Arena. That's right. It was anarchy. And I say this is the damnedest match ever. I've never witnessed such craziness. Okay, let me just break down a couple of things that happened because I can't even describe everything. It was so many things going on at one time, which is why it was anarchy. They had to pull out 4 screens for some of the times, some of the things that they did in there. Darby Allin. That's right. Darby Allin set Jack Perry on fire. Yes, that's one of the things. Jack Perry ran Darby Allin over with a truck. That's another thing. And Darby Allin crawled out of that. Yes. Okay. Darby Allin was wearing a mask. He came out there with a mask full of tacks. But that was the face-off. Well, now y'all know that the Young Bucks got their new sneakers. Well, they filled those sneakers with tacks. So they were tacks, Jungle Boy. I mean, it was, oh my God. They hung Darby Allin upside down in the ring and super kicked him. They had an exploding chair. Where did they do that at? I've never seen a chair hit somebody and it explode. Oh my goodness. Listen, like I said, this was Anarchy in the Arena. And just as I predicted the EVPs actually won this match. Yes, the Elite won. And they pulled out all the stops, though. They fought. They went through hell. They deserved that win. I'm going to give them to that. I'm going to give them that. They deserve that win. They got caught. I mean, come on now. This dude, Darby Allin, came out with a flamethrower. He was trying to roast them. Marshmallow them. Yes. But they were ready. They were ready. They had the fire extinguishers there. They were ready. But yeah, he would have roasted them. But they did the right thing. They took him out because he's the craziest, wildest of all. This dude got hit by a New York bus and made it there for this. Let alone Daniel Bryanson. Come on, man. I say Bryan Danielson, but either way, this dude was out there doing his thing. And he came to the rescue. He forgot about him for a minute because he was busy hitting him with everything he could. They left poor Darby hanging, but he was in there swinging for the fences. He was doing his thing. So again, Dax Harwood, the FTR, they was in there. They were killing them. Like I said, this right here was an awesome match. Team AEW handled their business, but to no avail. The Elite came out on top. So, man, I mean, it was just crazy. Okada, he's the one that saved them many times. They could have been pinned. This match could have been over a long time, but Okada kept fighting, kept coming back. Yeah, he's Team Elite for real. But that's all I got. AEW Double or Nothing. The best in 5 years. I can imagine what next year is going to be about. What are they going to come up with next? Exploding the rings? I don't know. They're going to set the ropes on fire? I don't know. But I know I'll be there. I'll be watching next year's AEW Double or Nothing. And if they have it in Vegas again, I'm going to be there live because I love Vegas. I'm going live. I want to be in that arena when this anarchy takes place next year. So, this is your boy Teo. AEW Double or Nothing was out, was the best of all pay-per-views. Yes, it beat all competition. I'm sorry. It beat all competition. This right here beat all competition. So, this is your boy Teo, and I'm out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.